this channel is no stranger to Secretlab videos. I've done a couple reviews myself. I even did a recent video talking about how I had no intention of getting a 2022 Titan chair. I'm not buying the new 2022 Titan Evo chair, and perhaps you shouldn't either. And that's a 2022 Titan chair. I'll explain in a little bit, but what I wanted to do in this video is really just focus on the unboxing experience of a Secretlab chair from beginning to end, including the setup. This is not gonna be a review. That will be an upcoming video, so if this is your first time watching the channel, be sure to subscribe so you can catch that video. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. So let's go ahead and bring this baby into the office and get to work. I can't remember if I've already mentioned this, but Secretlab puts thought into their packaging, and you can see that right here. Your unboxing experience starts here. So this model specifically is the Titan Evo Series 2022, the regular size, and you can see the recommended size dimensions and all that stuff right here. And then on this tab here, they're kind of bragging about the different strengths of the chair. So it's talking here about soft weave and breathability, and then here they even talk specifically about the shipping, saying that they go through a 5-foot drop test. So they basically package it all up the way it is packaged right now. They drop it from 5 feet. They're setting expectations to be high here. And my favorite part about the Secretlab unboxing and just setup is how big the instructions are. That's my hand for reference. This thing's huge. I mean, this thing clearly runs you through all of the steps needed to assemble your Secretlab chair. And the first thing we're gonna get is the back to this chair. All right, so there is the top right here, nicely wrapped up. We're gonna move this over here for now. We've got the memory foam pillow. This time it's magnetic. I've got some concerns about the magnetic pillow. Talk about that in a minute. One thing that's different with this year is the armrests ship separately in terms of the actual pad you put your arm on, because these are also magnetic, kind of falling in line with the theme of their Magnus desk, which, by the way, is right there. Did a whole video on that if you haven't seen it already. Pretty cool desk. And then just looking down into this thing, we've got the kind of hydraulic base, whatever you want to call it, right there. We've got this box which has all of the tools and screws and parts. All of that is right in there. And then we've got the actual 2 arms with the base with the wheels. So let's take that out, put it on top over here, move another layer, and here we have our seat bottom. And the nice thing I like about Secretlab chairs is the actual armrests already come bolted in. So let's take a quick look inside the accessories box right here. You can see all the different contents it has, all the tools that you need, the wheels, the magnetic side covers. And the first thing we're gonna see is the wheels and the side covers, which these are some of the first things we've got to do anyway. So let's go ahead and install these wheels. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take off this first layer, and we are going to grab the hydraulic piston, which comes wrapped up right here, along with the covers, and put that on the base. Throw the base on just like that. And that step is done. All right, what we're gonna do now is grab the back of the seat, and we're gonna go ahead, take off the cover. I don't know if there's anything that smells better than a fresh Secretlab chair. Now on this chair, you can see that they have got 4 screws right there that are pre-installed. And what we got to do is loosen those so that we can attach this back here to the base of the chair. Now, like I said, folks, it's all about the details with Secretlab. Every chair I've gotten has a custom toolkit sent to. When I say custom, I mean it's not just some generic set. They actually brand it with their, you get your own Secretlab tool. You've got the Phillips head right here, and it is magnetic, which is really nice. You can lock right in. It's also kind of doubles as like a really nice just magnetic screwdriver to have around for like PC building and stuff like that. If you've got to take some screws out and you want that magnetic power, now you got it. Now this is one of the newer features of the 2022 model. Built-in lumbar support is nothing new for Secretlab, but now you'll notice there's two knobs. Both did come with a protective cover, but your left side of the chair is able to adjust the actual height of your lumbar support. So whether or not, it's down here or if it moves up a little bit higher. And then this side is able to adjust like the curvature of it. So how much lumbar support do you really want sticking out of the chair? Again, we can demo that in a minute. So now we're gonna attach this back to the bottom, and you can see we've got this part sticking up there. That is gonna slide through there, and we're gonna use those bolts we took out to bolt it back in. Now I kind of just like to get everything finger tight before I really bolt it in tight, just so we can get both sides lined up. You can see this side doesn't have a track like the other side, so you just line up. So you want to get that track side in first, and then you can get these, and it should go in pretty easy. And once we're ready to tighten all four sides, we're going to grab this tool which comes in the box, and just tighten all four of them. There we go. And then you remember these towards the beginning. These are the magnetic covers right here, and you don't have to screw them on. A lot of other chairs, you got to spend more time screwing them on. Secretlab, magnetic. Covers it all up so it looks good, but at the same time, if you ever need to access it to adjust something in your chair, easy to take off. So then we're just gonna rip off this little strap here. Take that out, and you'll see there's a little safety clip. If you don't remove that, it doesn't allow the chair to recline. They have it in there, I think, for shipping safety, or you can reinstall it for child safety if you want to essentially lock the chair in a certain position and not allow it to move, but obviously we want the ability to recline. Next thing we're going to do is actually flip this chair over so that we can attach the base. And again, it's the little things here. I'm always looking at chairs when I'm installing these. I'm like, does it go this way? Does it go that way? And then you gotta look at the box and kind of guess which way. I love how again, they've got a sticker right there showing exactly how it should go. So with that done, now comes the fun part of basically grabbing the base with the wheels, and we're gonna flip the chair over and put it on the base. Got that chair all set up there. The last thing we gotta do, well, I guess the second last thing, is to put the arms on. This is new. Normally those are just installed and part of the arms. This year they decided to go with magnetic armrests. I don't know why, other than just for the sake of being magnetic, but maybe after some use, I'll realize what the benefit is. But yeah, I just find that cut out right there, so that will just snap on there. Yeah, it's pretty strong. It's hard to take off. It's not like it's gonna be super, you're not gonna accidentally get these things off, but they just pop right on there. They do feel very smooth. That is one difference already. I know this isn't a comparison video, but this one is it's like a soft kind of grippier rubber, and this is very smooth, your hand just slides easy on this. And I just realized I forgot to install these levers underneath, so I'm gonna pop those underneath right now. And last up is the Secretlab magnetic memory foam pillow. That's the big difference this year, is it's magnetic. And they weren't kidding when they say strong magnet, because I picked this thing up and right behind it was my unboxing knife, and it was that's surprisingly, it's a strong magnet. They're not kidding when they say strong magnet. So you just stick it on your chair, I guess. If you have previous chairs, your classic chair just has the strap. Honestly, I've had no problems with the strap. my big worry with the magnetic pillow is that either over time it will start to slip, and I have seen that happen on some reviews. So that was one of the reasons I really wanted to test this thing out, because I did see some videos of people complaining about this pillow. So there you have it. That's what an unboxing looks like of really any Secretlab chair, but of course this one being the 2022 model. Like I said at the beginning, I recently made a video saying how I have no intention of buying this chair because I have loved the 2020 model so much. Well, two things happened. One, Secretlab must have seen the video and thought, well, let's see if this guy actually does like it. I wasn't trashing on the chair, I just said, hey, the 2020 was so good, if you already have one, there's no reason to upgrade. So Secretlab did send this chair out for free. They did not pay. They have no like review privileges or anything like that with this video. They're seeing it at the same time as you, and all I'm doing with this particular video is just showing the unboxing experience of a chair. But what I'm gonna do next is really compare it to the 2020 model, just to see what the differences are and if they really matter, because I know there's a lot of you who are looking at both models, and I have seen some reviews since I published my last video on Secretlab with some concerns, like I mentioned, with the headrest and other things, or the chair being small. Now already I'm gonna go ahead and say that I'm 6'2", maybe 6'3", about 245 pounds. This is the regular, and I would say just right off the bat, this is a good size. I've seen some people who are like 6'1" and skinnier than me saying the chair was too small. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, this doesn't even touch my shoulders right there. Like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, I don't know, we'll see. Like, I gotta give this thing a test. I'm gonna be honest with all of you guys on how this chair actually turns out. But if I'm in your shoes, I'm really wondering, like, what are the differences? Because you can save a decent amount of money going with the 2020 model. And so are these upgrades, like the magnetic armrests and the magnetic pillow, worth it? I think the thing that could be the game changer is, of course, the lumbar support. So I'm excited to play around with that a little bit, because some of the new stuff they've added that is not available in the 2020 model. So full review / comparison to come. If you want to see my 2020 full review, you can check it out right here in this video, or if you want to see my recent 1 year update on the chair, that video is up there, and it'll give you the whole rundown of my experience with Secretlab.